What's up, y'all? Coach Sean here at CrossFit Liberate. Today's Thursday, November 5th, and I have another at-home workout for you. So this one's called Aftertaste. And what we have is a workout centered around the strict press with our odd object. And we have a descending ladder of reps with that strict press from 10 all the way down to 1. And then after each round of strict press, you're gonna go out on a run and hit some sit-ups. Now with those movements, those running and the sit-ups, not using the shoulders much, it's gonna allow you to really focus on the quality of your strict press. And then we're looking for this workout to take somewhere between 20 and 25 total minutes. All right, let's take a look at our warm-up for Aftertaste. So here we're gonna go with 3 rounds, 30 seconds of shuttle runs, 30 seconds of shoulder taps, and then 30 seconds of an up dog stretch. Once we work through 3 rounds there, we'll go into our mobility work, starting with child's pose on that odd object. It's a really good stretch for the hips as well as our overhead position. And then into a straddle stretch for 1 minute, opening up that posterior of the body. All right, let's take a close look at Aftertaste. So here we're going 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 of odd object strict press. And after each set, 200-meter run and 15 sit-ups. So today's workout centers around our weightlifting movement, the strict press. After each round of descending rep strict press, you'll complete some running and sit-ups. These other 2 movements utilize very little shoulders, which will allow us to maintain strong strict press sets. Your score is the total time it takes to complete the 10 rounds. We expect this workout to take between 20 and 25 minutes to complete. With your odd object strict press, choose a light to moderate loading for your object that you can complete for 15 plus unbroken reps when fresh. This should be a weight that allows you to complete bigger rounds, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, within 2 sets. For the run, let's aim for a 1-minute effort here. Decrease the distance or choose a substitute from below that allows for a 1-minute effort across the duration of the workout. And then with your sit-ups, choose a number that you can complete in about 45 seconds or less. Complete these with legs straight or feet anchored under a heavy object like a couch or cabinet. And then as always, further movement subs and modifications are in the video description below. All right, let's take a close look at our movements today, starting with the odd object strict press. Here we're gonna be thinking about midline stabilization. We have sit-ups in the workout which are mainly a midline movement. In the strict press, we also wanna use our midline. However, the goal here is to prevent excess movement through the spine. It is common here to overextend as we press the weight overhead. A lot of this is based on weight and fatigue, but also on shoulder mobility. Look to keep your ribs close to your hips throughout your presses today. With that run, let's think about a metronome drill. We talk often about striking with our feet underneath our center of mass for efficient running. One of the ways to get to this place is to increase our step cadence. The optimal cadence typically falls between 170 and 180 strides per minute. Any slower than this and we're more likely to be heel striking in front of the body. Today we can use a metronome to work the timing of our pulls. We'll use 170 beats per minute for this drill. We'll switch feet every time we hear a beat. We suggest hitting about 30 seconds of a run in place and then immediately transition into an outdoor run to feel this cadence in real time. Click the link in the video description below for a video that contains a 170 beats per minute metronome. And then with our sit-ups, let's think about the hip position. Although the sit-up is a fairly simple bodyweight movement, a good setup position allows us to get the most out of this station. Pinning the hips to the floor in the sit-up will allow for full flexion and extension of the abdominals. Even as you're moving fast today, prioritize a solid position with your hips. All right, so some strategy advice here. So this workout is definitely all about the strict press. This is a movement that can go quickly. So what we want to do is try to avoid failure on this. What I mean by that is when you get to that point in your set where the movement really starts to slow down and it really takes a long time to lock out overhead, let's not ever get to that point. So let's take the first 5 rounds of this workout with those higher rep counts and go ahead and break those up right from the beginning, maybe into 2 sets. And then once you get into those smaller rep count rounds, the 5, 4, 3, 2, and so on, you can try to go unbroken on those. And since the strict press really isn't a high heart rate movement, you can really afford to go fast on the runs and on the sit-ups. Just note that once you get into the last half of this workout, your rest time between the running and sit-ups will decrease because you have less strict press to hit when you get back. All right, y'all, make sure you get after this workout with some intensity. As always with CrossFit, our goal is to bring a lot of intensity to our work. That's where the results lie. And then make sure that you're tracking your results for your workouts in a notebook or an app like SugarWOD. We want to be tracking progress over time. That's how we know we're getting fitter. And then if you plan on coming back to the gym, cannot wait to coach you in real life.